Hello everybody, I just wanted to address everybody real quick at the start of these readings to thank you all for your subscriptions and comments and all of the views that you guys have sent my way. I really appreciate your guys' intention and enthusiasm to all that we do here on this little channel. Very much so. And once again, as we get into your mid-June general readings, please remember that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. I hope you enjoy them. Here we go.
And hello, Leo. Thank you for joining me in this moment in space and time. I hope you guys are all well and doing really good in whatever adventures you guys have set forth for you at this time in your life. So we're moving here into mid-June. We're asking what are the messages for Leo for mid-June. What are the stuck energies? What are the healing messages for Leo for this mid-June general reading? I think Tarot's ready to go here. So just a quick update before we get into it. In this description box down below, there are some links for some new ways to get in touch with me. As a little YouTube channel grows, I'm trying to adapt and grow with it. So if you guys want to leave feedback, I always encourage you. Thanks again for your thumbs, for your views, for your comments and subscriptions. It all means so much to me. But if you do check the description box below, there are some new ways to get in touch and interact with the work that we're doing here at this channel. And by we, I mean me. It's kind of a one-guy show right now, so that's okay. The universe is giving me the perfect day to take care of these readings for you. And now, Leo, we're looking at here at just where we're going to go for this, your general reading. All right. Let's get some cards out and let's get right down into it. What you guys been up to? You been feeling playful? You been enjoying the warm weather? Have you been running into anybody that's kind of rubbing you the wrong way? Let's see what the messages are. Please set your intention. And we've got the Justice card up at the bottom of the deck in an overall energy. So Leo, we're looking at messages of fairness, equality, resolution, vindication for some, and just dues for others. Justice is the card of karma. Justice is the card of what comes around goes around, you know. And while you're looking out for number one, maybe if you're stepping in number two, then number one needs to have a good long look in the mirror sort of thing. But this could be people you're dealing with, Leo. This could be you, or this could just be your overall situation. So we're going to relate back to number 11, Major Arcana Justice, as we move through the reading. Okay, as always, subscribers know we're going to start out in the root chakra and see what's up here. We got Four of Wands. So again, celebration. It's that time of year. Kids are graduating. People are planning very social events, anniversaries, marriages, even summer holidays. Where are we going to take everybody? Are we packing up the camper or the tent and we're going to go and take everybody and have a good time? Or maybe we're just all headed over to, you know, visit Grandma or Aunt Judy or some of those people. That could be on your to-do list. But overall, it's a very good time of getting together with loved ones and friends and reconnecting with people that are important in our lives that we may not have seen in a long time. So in looking at this, we're just going to want to make sure that all of our planning is taken care of so that we're really able to just enjoy each and every moment when the day of departure is upon us, wherever you might be going. This Four of Wands, you could be celebrating, like people could be coming to your house to visit you, but the sense I got for Leo is that you guys are going to be out and about. You guys are going to be moving, well, not moving, but traveling as part of celebrations. So I see invitations coming in the mail, emails coming through that are kind of like, maybe people like kind of jump out of their chair a little bit and say, oh my goodness, we're going to go and check that out. That's a really good thing or really a good idea that somebody had, okay? And somebody out there, the message wants to come through of renewing of vows, a special like eloping type vacation, planned surprise, something unexpected coming out of the woodwork here as well. So, Four of Wands energy, very good, Leo. Let's enjoy each and every moment that we don't have to be, doing the things that we don't want to be doing, and all of our free time is really experienced to the fullest, so to speak, okay? All right. One step up in sacral energy, Leo, we have Two of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so somebody here might be having a little bit of a tough time getting these plans settled down or freeing up time to do the things that they want to do. It's almost a feeling here is that schedules are a little bit condensed. They're a little bit crammed. Not enough hours in the day, so to speak, to be taking care of all the things we want to be doing. Some of you may be having a tough time balancing or even feeling happy at work when you know that there's something else that you want to be doing that you're hoping you're going to have enough time and money and energy to do it at the end of each and every day. So with this card up here, balance is going to be key, and with justice we always have a sense of balance as well that enters into the equation. So with Two of Pentacles here, we're going to have to maybe be telling some people that we don't have the time to spend with them, and there may be situations where we're telling ourselves, like, what can we eliminate? What can we cut out of our daily routines and out of our schedules that is just not as fulfilling, so that we're not left feeling on a Sunday night or a Monday morning like you didn't get to do the things that you wanted to do. I'm seeing planning coming forward through this. You may be arranging certain situations so that you are able to free yourself up for some vacation, for some fun time away from the mundane everyday life that's going on here. And for some of you, it might be a real scheduling situation. I'm seeing younger children here, things that need to be happening in regards to like babysitting or daycares, things like that, or planning with relatives saying, well, would you be able to watch some kids? Or people may be coming to you asking for more of your time so that they can get away, and you're like, well, if I do this, I'm going to need you to do that for me, sort of thing. Two of Pentacles energy is very much the proverbial juggling act of making sure everything gets done, and everything that we've signed up for, we're still good to do and going through with on commitments and that sort of thing, okay? So if life is too busy, find what it is that you can cut out of your life, or what it is that you can shave a few minutes off here or a few hours off there, so that you can maybe get into creative mode or get into relaxed mode, or whatever it is that you do that just gets yourself feeling, rejuvenated, enlightened, and feeling, good about yourself, sort of thing. So that's really Two of Pentacles reversed. The reversal here is very subtle. Some of you are just going to have to make those decisions sort of more forthright to cut those things out, where it's like kind of there may be a reluctance or unwillingness to do so, just because you haven't been through those steps of evaluating what is more important and what would be the repercussions of dropping something in favor of something else. But it looks like as though you guys are going to be able to do it. It's just you're going to have to figure it out, problem solve it in your head, kind of analytically, and then go out and do it. Because this card shows to me that you guys need to save time. At present moment, you're not doing it, but you are going to be forced into a place where you are going to have to do it, or you may just kind of be feeling really stuck, okay? Two of Pentacles reversed in sacral area. All right, let's see what's going on here in our solar plexus. Come on, card. I cut my fingernails, as always, like you guys. So, all right, here we go. King of Swords reversed up in solar plexus. So what's going on here? Could we be dealing with an air sign or somebody here that is kind of giving us a cold shoulder or shrugging off our energies? When we want to look at this as a person in our external environment, could be an older person, someone that is typically almost like an authority figure, I would say, in our life. This could be a father. This could be a police officer. This could be a lawyer. This could be somebody that has a lot of influence on our life that you may have to deal with. Traditionally, an air sign. It doesn't have to be an air sign, but it leans towards Gemini or Aquarius, right? Or even a Libra. With justice up here, very much it could be, right? But what we're seeing here is the feeling is you're not getting along with somebody who's trying to push their agenda onto you, or push their way through you almost. Or you may find that you have entered into a commitment or an agreement with somebody, and they're like, you gave them an inch and now they're taking a mile, so to speak. And you're almost maybe looking for a way out of that. or somebody here is just not willing to listen to your point of view at present time. They may be taking you for granted, or they may just, just be a real kind of arrogant kind of jerk, right, so to speak. It doesn't have to necessarily be that way with King of Swords, but when he's reversed, it does show that there is struggle. There's kind of like a battle ahead, so to speak. If you want to internalize this card, this could be like maybe some of you are needing to listen to more people's opinions regarding a situation. For some of you, this could be a situation that you're dealing with in the courts of like two people, fighting it out for parenting rights or custody battle or what do they call that? Allocations of estates or homes after a death or after a divorce, or somebody's just not like, there's kind of like a bit of a battle ahead. And if this is you involved in this, Leo, you may just need to see like other people's points of view if you are wanting to be in harmony with this person, or if this person is completely too difficult to deal with. My advice here would be to just kind of make yourself unavailable. This could be one of those things that you could just like maybe cut out of your life, or do the disappearing, the Houdini act from this person, so that you can, you don't want to like dismiss it entirely, but you don't have to be faced with it every day is sort of the feeling, or like, you don't have to be troubled with it at night. Also, Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, this is definitely dealing with kids of a previous marriage, parenting time, scheduling rights, scheduling pickups and drop-offs and things of that nature, right? And as well with Pentacles, this could be somebody as well that is fighting for child support payments. There's somebody that could be not willing to phony up the dough when it comes to old commitments or things that have not yet been put to bed, or someone that is owing somebody else some cash that they promised, and there may be litigation that's involved in order to get compensated for something. But the King of Swords is a battle. This person isn't going to bend over. This is like fire on air type energy. This could be really tumultuous for some. This could be really, explosive in nature. You're going to have to kind of want to watch that you really hold your tongue before you speak too aggressively or too acutely to this King of Swords, because this is the type of person that you say something to them and then they'll hold it against you in the future type thing, okay? So if this is an ex that you have children with, just be very careful in dealing with this person, and just kind of trusting in yourself that, that justice will be done. Whoever's karma prevails here, whoever is in the right, or whoever, has taken the most appropriate steps to provide the best for the children is going to be vindicated in this situation. And with this, Leo, I see generally with this air sign, you will be able to find ways to win this battle, to pick your battles, so to speak, with this person, and do it really like with that cunningness that you guys have, sort of that ability to sort of, like I say, sort of disappear, reappear, make yourself available when it's and it's not that you're manipulating the situation. You just don't want to fall victim to somebody that is just being far too arrogant or bullheaded to see your point of view. But if you're doing that, make sure that you are remaining open so that you don't double flip the karma back onto yourself. You don't want to be drawn into a situation where you're acting just like your enemy. You want to stay one step ahead of it, one step above it, and so that you can be vindicated in this situation. Let's see what's up in the Heart of Hearts. Two of Swords. So there is a decision that's coming as to what to do, where to put your passions. We've got the second two of the reading up here now, and Two of Swords and Two of Pentacles. So something here, the universe is almost saying you guys are going to be doubling down. It's going to say if you're going to be making a decision, there's going to be no going back on it. There's going to be no time for wishy-washy. One of the other signs had this as well. I can't remember. But there's not going to be any time for sitting on the fence, so to speak. Somebody's going to ask you opinion, and you may need some time to make sure you word it correctly, or you may need to just say, all right, I'm done weighing pros and cons. I'm done evaluating potential outcomes. And now the time is here for me to make the decision. because what is at stake is very important to you, Leo, because this card is up in the Heart of Hearts. So again, if we're dealing here with more children and time, you know, if somebody is like wanting to walk away from a situation, the feeling I have is like the decision is going to need to be made. Like, are you in a position where you're going to be able to handle everything on your own? Can you let some people go? Are you able to, as well, be in a point where you feel comfortable sharing things to the degree that the other person is asking you to do so? This could mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. And with this battle coming, Two of Swords means, all right, how are we going to look for peaceful treaties and resolutions to this? Or are we going to be very much in your face, very much like clashing with somebody? It's almost like someone's put this on this plate and is trying to pick a fight with you, Leo, I feel almost. And they're like, well, come on, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Ball's in your court now, right? This is like, you're going to have to say, all right, are you going to push back? Or are you going to think of a clever way to put this back on the other person again? So I don't envy this situation very much, but we've asked for the stuck energies and the healing energies for the few. So if you're coming up through this sort of situation, you may be in a situation where you're needing to deal or talk to some counsel, some advice, potentially a lawyer, somebody that can help you see a little bit further down the road based on what could happen between now and then, so to speak, right? Because there are times, especially like if there's kids involved or if there's something that's very important to you at stake, sometimes we can become very blinded. We become very narrow focused because that innate fear of losing something, even just a little bit of it, blinds us to the fact of the bigger picture here. We may see that, you know, if we did give somebody or what they're asking for, it might end up freeing up a lot more for us that we didn't realize in the first place, right? Or if we stick to our guns in such conviction, maybe it's requiring so much of our energy that we could end up feeling super depleted at the end of it all, okay? Just going to ask for a quick clarifier there. Again, why is Two of Swords up for Leo in the heart? Why is Two of Swords up for Leo in the heart? Two of Swords is up for Leo. And we got some things going on here. All right. We've got Six of Pentacles and we got Nine of Swords. Okay. So somebody definitely needs to make a decision here to sort of get moving, get going on this situation. Don't allow this infighting. Don't allow somebody to come in and point fingers and accuse you of things. For some Leos, I feel they just need to make the decision to get off their ass and not let other people treat them like a victim, not let other people just keep them down, so to speak. Some of you are just on the precipice of a decision here to tell somebody to beat it, to get out, or to leave me alone, or I'm going to maybe, get the law or the authorities involved here. Some of you might be in situations where it's like somebody, you may have had joint bank accounts with somebody and now like there's been a breakup or something and you just have to go through all the things of like getting all of your stuff back on your side of the line, and it's just it can seem like some of you are very overwhelmed by this and you're not really taking the steps to go and do it. But the Six of Pentacles is here saying you've got to be fair to yourself. The anxiety and the anguish that you feel over whatever it is that this person's wanting to take from you or this person is holding over your head, you got to be fair to yourself. You got to stand up and say, take no more. I'm taking none of this, right? This is not fair to me. This is not deserve it. Of course it's not, right? But it's kind of like, unless you get up, nobody's going to stop stepping on you unless you grab their foot. And, it's kind of like I'm almost picturing like MMA fighters or somebody who's like in a disadvantaged position. And finally, instead of taking it, they're like turning the tables and they're taking their power back. Or, that old thing where enough is enough. And then, the hero comes out and says, all right, I'm going to kick ass and take some names now because, people have been feeding off me for however long, right? And it's like your heart is crying out for this. Nine of Swords is like, I'm not going to harp on the negative, but Nine of Swords is saying like, you don't want to be here. You don't want your heart to be in this energy for too long, right? There's really nothing more that any kind of anguish or one can show you. You have to experience it, and then you have to use it as a springboard, as a strength to get up and move on. And it's coming in the way of decision. Almost like, Leo, some of you are going to be telling yourself that you're not going to take anymore, and that whatever opportunity you have to get back, to fight back, or to use whatever leverage you have in a situation, you're going to stand up and do that, okay? All right. Communication, we've got Wheel of Fortune reversed, okay? Some of you have been so caught up in this problem, so caught up in these situations where you're not feeling as free as you could be. You're seeing things too closely, right? We're not looking very far down the road, I feel, Leo, and we're not talking to ourselves about where we should be in the longer period of time, right? Like if there are little children, can we look forward? Can we see how they would be better off by the age of 12, by the age of 16, by the age of 18, where they're going to be? Can we talk to some people perhaps that have been through this situation already, be it a parent, an aunt, or an uncle? Can we talk to somebody about, you've been through that, and it's like, yeah, of course, maybe everybody approaches the situation a little bit differently, but what information can you glean off it to provide yourself with the best possible scenario for yourself and for your family in the future? Wheel of Fortune reversed is saying like, okay, we may feel like we're at the bottom of the wheel right now, and we have justice here, so knowing what goes around comes around. Maybe what we're looking for here is a situation where we do some goal setting. We talk to people about, it could be financial planning, it could be family planning, it could be counseling on to, how to live your best life, or certain things that you want to do, or places that you want to go. But if we're not communicating these things to people, if we're too caught up in one problem, sometimes we have no ability to see beyond that bubble, that thing that's cloud, that, when the cartoons where the little cloud used to follow the character around, would only be raining where they were standing, right? And then they'd take 2 steps that way, and the cloud would come over, and everybody else is enjoying the sunshine, but it seemed like we couldn't escape that little rain cloud. Wheel of Fortune is saying here, through opening up, through communication, maybe you'll hop on, do some reading, or do some what do they call that, networking with friends through different sites, people, support groups, people that have been through the same situation. Many new paths are ready to be opened up for you, as long as the communication is up and as long as you're seeing a lot further down the road, okay? These messages aren't going to apply for everybody, and for some of you that are following this earlier timeline of like the day-to-day stuff and the celebrations that are going on, this would be a perfect opportunity for you to kind of clue into other people's successes and other people's happinesses. If you're not feeling 100% yourself, just see and really kind of like just get engaged with people who, they may even be from an older generation who you feel, wow, they've made it, they've got it figured out, right? And just kind of, look to them for certain wisdom, certain advices and things like that. These cards are really telling a tale of someone who is just like kind of relying on themselves to the point where they've got themselves depleted almost, right? It has like that 9 of Wands energy to it, and I'm surprised that that's not here seeing. But you guys, it's almost like this is unjust. This hasn't, whatever's occurred here hasn't been fair. It's almost like you've been caught up in it. But remember, this is not your whole life. This is only just a small portion of your life. We need to step outside to look back in to get the clearer picture. Okay, I hope that made sense. That's what's going on. All right. Here we are in third eye pineal gland. We've got the strength card, number 8 major. And this is, you look at this, Leo the lion, the number 8 strength. I'm so glad to see this here because you guys are so in tune with yourself. You guys know yourself through and through. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. You know what you're willing to accept. You know what you're willing to kick to the curb at any moment in given space and time. So don't be afraid of repercussions. Everything settles out, right? This strength card is saying that no matter what is being thrown at you at present time, justly or unjustly, it's almost like you guys are handling it, and you guys are picking the extra weight up, and you're moving forward with it, much to the chagrin of other people. I feel they're almost like, oh my goodness, I thought I would have this person beaten down by now. I thought this person would have given me what I wanted out of them by now, or I thought I might have been able to manipulate this person in some way, shape, or form. But they're a lot stronger adversary, like people underestimating you almost, Leo. And if you need to find some more inner strength, do it through a little bit of prayer. Do it through a little bit of talking to your angels, and do it through affirmations. Like some people, they say, oh, it's so vain to lift weights in front of the mirror. But you know what? Sometimes when the world around us is so shitty and so sticky, what we do is we just grit down, and we bear it, we get up, and we say to ourselves, I'm a strong, unique, loving individual, and there isn't anybody that's going to bring me down. Even if they have the leverage, they're trying to hold the kids over your head, or they're trying to hold a past, something that might have been said in pillow talk in the past over your head. Just tell them to F it. Just tell them, like, I'm living in the moment, Jack. This is what's going on right now. How do you like me now? And then maybe, hopefully, these people will get the message and start to leave you alone a little bit, sort of thing. Okay? All right, Leo. Let's look. Queen of Pentacles upright, coming in from Crown. So this is okay. This, I think, is the friend. This is the person that's going to be coming in and showing you a little bit more light at the end of the tunnel. I think what the Queen of Pentacles here wants to say is that your time is most very precious. It's the most precious thing that you have. And no matter what comes out in regards to, like, who the kids are spending time with, or how much child support is coming one way or another, or who is fighting who, what is it taking? It's eating up your time. It's all taking time. Being in the courts takes up time. All this contemplation and decision-making is taking up time. We saw it as a theme down in our lower chakras that we're looking to free up our calendar, right? Pentacles, to me, carries that fourth dimension element of time with it, right? Where it's like, what's wasted? We can't really go backwards. So we have to look at it in perspective and say, all right, I get it. It's important. I know it's important. But how important is it based on what the potential for tomorrow holds, right? And if it is, then it is. And if it's not, then it's not, right? These two cards are closely intertwined. Look at the sun in the middle of the wheel, and then on the back of her throne here, right? What we're looking at is a situation of this person, and this could be a mother, a sister, a friend, or this could just be somebody that you're really close to that's going to come along and say, don't worry about it. Let's go for ice cream. And you might in the past might have been like, there's no way I can go for ice cream. I got to finish this out. I got to talk to this person on the phone. I got to figure this out. And they're like, nope, just drop it. We're going for ice cream. We're going to go live in the moment. We're going to enjoy watching people, do a little people watching, or, maybe we'll have just a glass of wine out on a patio somewhere and enjoy a summer evening, right? Or that sort of thing. And the Queen of Pentacles is really wanting you to open up, free up your time for some simple things that make you feel happy, so that whatever problems you are facing are not seeming so doggone overwhelming, okay? And that's going to mean a little different something to each and every one of you. But the justice, the strength theme is going through here is that some of you are definitely dealing with problems of litigation, and maybe, looking to complete up old cycles, or, put things behind you or to rest finally, all right? So if you're going out and celebrate, don't bring this problem with you. Just go live out in that Four of Wands energy and just maybe leave it all behind, right? One thing that people can do is create a folder, right? And maybe it's on a computer, or maybe it's a real folder. And, all your paperwork regarding that situation, if it's legally binding or not, and whatever writing that you're doing to figure out your feelings about it or vent your frustrations, just put it all in a folder. And when that folder is closed and in its place, like on the bureau or on the desk, then it's closed. And just look over at that folder and be like, right now it's closed. And don't give it any power until you actually physically sit down and open the folder up. Then it's time to get involved with that problem, whatever, or that situation, whatever it may be. Okay, you guys are lucky, and I feel you needed this. You got 2 oracle messages. Most signs only get 1, but you guys got 2. You guys have got the card of serendipity, which is kind of nice. I think you might have had this last time, where we got to let a little bit of magic come into our life. We've got to maybe not be so serious all the time, even though like things seem very critical. The more we can look at them and like deny them the false power that they're actually having over us, the better we're going to time we're having moving forward, right? It's like opportunity is aligned with readiness. The awareness of synchronicity, good luck and good fortune is going to appear in signs and symbols. And there is going to be some magical alignment of events, all right? I'm taking this from the book, just so you know, but I'm paraphrasing, right? And yes, from events, this could be an anniversary or a wedding that you're invited to, some sort of going out, right? And again, with this Queen of Pentacles, is going to align you into a space and time where you wouldn't naturally be if you were stewing over it, right? And your good fortune is going to be found there. The magic is going to be found through allowing yourself your own liberty from your situation. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you very much. And we saw that when we looked at the children, right? And we looked at the situation as like, can you see the kids when they're 18? Can you see a future of them when you're 16? What do they look like? What do you look like? What are they involved in? How much have they been affected by any potential infighting? Whereas, like, if we could have let go of all of that, how much would they have benefited, sort of thing? It's a real magical way of looking at things, but it sure can help, right? All right, and let's read just for number 36, Come to the Edge. That's kind of an interesting card. She's kind of like on a little floating island there where she looks like she's at risk of falling, but she's very confident on standing there at the edge, all right? All right, and it's almost like we're doubling up. Look, we've moved from 18 into 36 here. So I believe these messages are working in harmony with each other. It's kind of like once this magic happens, it's almost like you have to double down on it. Jump in with both feet to get to this next message, which is come to the edge, which is courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear and accepting the risk that is there. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration. You ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of this fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul and not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you can find your miracles. And it can be scary to be truly intimate with someone and to allow them to see all of you, especially the parts that you may have kept hidden or protected. But now is a good time to take that risk and let yourself be truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are and what you are hoping for. This is not the time to play it safe, but a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step towards the gods and they will see and deliver to you what you truly desire. So a bit of a message from everybody as I read these messages from the book for the end of June. Okay, so yes, anything that detracts you from your current situation, from your current question, whatever intention you came to this reading for, anything that distracts you or takes you away from it for the present moment, close that folder. Leave it behind. Go and do it without it nagging at you at the back of your mind. Let's get into following our heart and living each day as if that problem didn't even exist. And then you engage it when you choose to acknowledge it, not the other way around. Okay, Leo? I love you lots and we'll see you next time.